Well, an early morning start this morning. We're starting here at George Transport Museum. The railway used to run all the way to Utaniqua, where we were yesterday looking at the ostrich farm. But a couple of mudslides have destroyed the bridge, a couple of bridges, and it's going to cost an awful lot to repair. In the meantime, the rest of it is gradually falling into decay. You can see the picture on the top there of the railway crossing a bridge, and you see these bridges all over the place. So this is inside the museum, and this is well, it's got a Pacific wheel arrangement, 460. So look, see what it says, South Africa Railways. Sure, it will tell us a little bit about it here. And there you are, it was built in Glasgow by Nielsen Reed and Company. Those who are interested in locomotives, you can read that at your leisure with a pause button. This is a 480 configuration, this loco, an enormous thing. Again, built by Nielsen's of Glasgow. And this is the information about it. Again, you can read it at your leisure. There must have taken some carrying on, getting onto ships and getting off again. These things are absolutely massive. This is an absolute beast of a locomotive. Look at the size of that. A 480. Absolutely enormous thing. You see there the bottom of the firebox. There's a speedometer attached to the hub of that wheel. And again, it was built by the North British Company in Glasgow. Unfortunately, you can't get rid of the reflections in the window there. No, you can't get rid of them, so just take it down slowly for those who want to read it in your own time. This one has a cowcatcher on the front. It's one of these small wheels, 480s. Unfortunately, because of the strange business here, the electricity is off at the moment, so the place is almost in darkness. Another Nielsen loco. massive tender. And of course when they were going up into the this little Karoo area, this sort of semi-desert area, they need massive amounts of water too, because it's a hell of a climb. And quite a number of them have an extra water tender on them, out the back or the front. This local is double drive. There's two sets of drive wheels. There's a set of drive wheels under this front water tender, which they need for going up into the low Karoo, which is a 262 configuration. And on the back, of course, it has the another water tender as well as the coal. And again, you've got a 262 set of wheels there. It's an amazing thing, but typical South African. Many of them had this two water, and this was built by Riva Peacock from Manchester, and it was the there's two sets of driveways was this garret arrangement. So it's a 262, 262 as it says there. This is another massive garret type engine with two sets of drive wheels. Some on this front water tender and some on the tender at the back. It's a massive boiler. They didn't go in much for streamlining, it would seem. And this is known as, this one is called Princess Alice. It's obviously an express. And attached to it behind two of the coaches from the White Train. And there's a second set of pistons and drive wheels there. I suspect this was built by the Manchester company as well. Yes, it was. They seem to build these garret locos or garret types. I don't know if you can read that because it's almost pitch black in here. The electricity being off. And these are the coaches of the White Train. It's obviously like a Pullman car service. This is number 49, and inside it's all quite deluxe. See what it says about it. It's probably easier to read these when I get home. This was the dining car. Used for the Royal Train in 1947 when George VI and his daughters came. Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret came to South Africa for a tour. And there's a huge number of cars in here. But now we're embarking on this little rail car for a journey along the coast. And the sun has come out wonderfully. Oh, there's a combi there, split screen combi, 1965. Well, we're pulling away. This is our driver. And this little rail car, and there's narrow gauge railway. There's a loco there just waiting to come off the line. When he comes forward we can go. Chap there waiting to change the points.
Restoration. Oh, that will match.
There we are, points to change. He's going backwards, this fella. Reversing up. No signals, I think you just make your own mind up which way you go. The points have changed again.
Man operating the points manually.
So I think we go this way so far and then we go backwards. Is the impression I get. Going the other way, we're going backwards I think. Yeah.
Exciting.
That's it, so we're back onto the main line.
That's it, folks. He's gone back in.
That's it, we're off.
That's it then. That was fucking off, huh? Thank you very much.
One forward, two back. This.
Where's he coming now? That's just the engine coming down now. Oh, he was leaving the trucks up there.
I think we come out a bit prematurely somehow. Some better state. That's a shiny line. Perhaps we're going on that. Always look for the shiny line.
It's obviously run by enthusiasts. These guys are all volunteers. Well, after a little bit of manoeuvring, we are seemingly on the right line.
Hi, good morning to all the tourists here from the UK. Linda and her team. From Marius, our driver here at the back, and Johanne in front. Also most welcome from them. And then today I will be your guide. Here on the right hand side, the building with the red tiles. There you can see this is the first station here in George. And this has been designed by Herbert Baker. The railway line between George and Mossel Bay has officially been opened by Sir Peter Ford on 25 September 1907. This is the main line from George to Mossel Bay. The houses here to your left right-hand side, it's known as the blind houses. You will notice no windows in front of the houses, and the reason for that is when the steam locomotives traveled or moved through the station, they made lots of smoke, and that prevented the smoke entering the houses. The structure here to your left is where the steam locomotives got to a standstill, and here they were filled with coals to continue with their journey. There on your right-hand side is the local prison of George. Inside, you will notice some of the prisoners in their orange overalls. They are daily working here in their vegetable gardens.
And the line is 23 kilometres this journey today. Narrow gauge railways is some of the curves are very tight, and that's also why some of the locomotives have small wheels. There's a buzzard. Just coming up to a little passing point here.
In front you will notice lots of compost heaps to the right-hand side, and the farmer uses this compost to work it into his soil to enrich it so that the feed that he plants for his cattle is of high quality.
You can hear the bogies squealing as we go around, the wheels squealing on the rail as we go around this tight turn.
Bridge.
Is that clock?
Okay. Ready? Shortly to your right-hand side, you'll see the Mossel Bridge, and we'll be also moving over that very shortly. A big, very large construction bridge. You'll see the potholes to the right-hand side when you look down. Therefore it's known as the Mossel Bridge. And the water is running especially for you today. To your far right is the National Road, but you'll see that later on much more closer.
It's unusual to have this much water, but it's rained quite a lot recently, and it certainly rained last night. As we sit in the middle of this viaduct.
Quintana residential area. Lots of holiday houses here, as well as people staying here on a permanent basis.
Wonderful bird with red wings there.
Okay, here we go.
Going into a tunnel. A wonderful view there.
Now, during the months of August, September, October, and early November, we also get the whales coming here from the Arctic, and they come and give birth here to their little ones during those months, and then they return back again.
Gets his feet full.
So we are coming into Mossel Bay Station. On our little rail tour. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really good. And here we are, Mossel Bay.
Thank you. Very good. Yes. Different from a coach, yes.
We came on. 3 coaches. The front and back have an engine. The middle one doesn't have an engine, although it did have at one time, but not now. An amazing little thing. Diesel powered, Perkins diesel it is.